Hi, welcome
Welcome
back.
back. She copies me.
What am I supposed to say? Glad you're here. Thanks for listening.
So Autumn's getting me evicted, probably.
Okay. Wow, well, that's news. How is that?
That's news. You're the one that told me you're calling my neighbors a
Oh, because this
bitch.
one girl, well, if she wasn't a bitch, then I wouldn't have said that. I don't think I've ever called anyone a bitch, like to them. I don't think I've ever done that before. She absolutely deserved it.
Tell everyone what happened.
Okay, so to get into the apartment, you have to put in this code. And I'm coming for the podcast. I have like all of these things with me. I'm like fumbling. I'm putting in the code. It didn't work. Sometimes the code changes, and Julia never tells me.
The code rarely changes. I think it changed once, and I didn't tell you once.
Well, so far it has changed, and you did not tell me. So right on track. So I put in the code twice. It's not working. I'm like handling the door to see like maybe it worked and it just didn't make the little sound. No, didn't work. Meanwhile, as I'm like fumbling, like struggling, holding all of my shit, this girl is like walking through the lobby towards the door. And so I see her and I'm like, okay, when she comes out, then I'll just go in. So I'm like half waiting for her, but like she's walking really, really slow. I think a turtle could have beat her to the door.
Did she see you through the window?
I'm pretty sure she did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know she did.
It's kind of hard not to see people unless you're not looking that way.
Exactly. But like even like in your peripheral vision, you just like she saw me, okay?
Yeah.
She was a woman. Yeah, we're very observative. She saw me. So I'm like fumbling with my phone. I'm unzipping my backpack. Let me grab my phone to call Julia. What's the code? What's happening? I'm struggling, right? And so finally she gets to the door, opens the door, and I'm like grabbing my things to like try to like grab the door, thinking she would, like do the thing that everyone has always done where they like hold the door open a little bit or, you know,
Yeah, I feel like you can't not walk that through that door and hold the door open because it's like such a heavy door. So if you live here, you like know it closes really fast, basically.
yeah, exactly. So like just to get through the door, you like open it a little bit, right? But she opened the door just enough so that her little body could like squeeze through, and she like squeezed through so quick. I don't know why she got so quick so all of a sudden, because before this she was a freaking turtle coming to the door. So she like squeezes through like just enough so that she could fit, and she did not like even try. It's like she was trying not to let me in.
Well, maybe she didn't want to let you in.
Why?
I don't know. Like, what if you just looked like, I don't know, kind of scary?
Do I look scary? Am I
Somet- Sometimes.
am I very scary?
Yeah.
No, she was being a bitch, and I told her. I said that to her.
Did she say anything back?
No, she didn't.
Non confrontation. I'm trying to figure out who it is. And we do have a few like rude girls on my floor.
Yeah,
Well, actually, I don't want to say that because, like, what if they listen to the podcast and they're just misunderstood?
I know.
They
That's
could.
true.
Sometimes I feel like girls, women who come off bitchy are just misunderstood and have social anxiety because I hear that situation and I'm like, oh my God, what if I've done that before?
And I can see that being you, because you do like have a certain look about you, even though you're just trying not to, like, you don't want to like talk to people, but you have like a certain look about you.
What do you mean?
Just all tall, and I'm tall and I'm too good for everyone, and I don't even want to smile at anyone.
That's not how I feel at all. I just don't want to be sexually harassed on the streets. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't smile at most people. But I feel like if I make eye contact, I smile with people. I want to be smiley. I don't want to get sexually harassed.
I know. You're like walking a fine line between being friendly to people and being open and inviting like assault.
Yeah, which is not our fault. The world has made me put a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah, I get that.
So
But, like, I'm not the type of person that you don't want to smile at because I'm not gonna harass you, you know?
the only thing I can say is, like, sometimes I feel weird letting people in because of what happened at our old apartment,
Mhm.
and I know that guy probably looked normal.
He was still a guy.
Yeah. I mean, women, I have a hard time, like,
And did
valid
he look normal? I have a feeling he did not look normal because this man was about to can I say shoot?
I think so.
This man was about to shoot his wife. So, like, trying to, like, unalive his wife. I don't know if he looked normal minutes before.
I To catch everyone up, we lived in the buildings that the TikTok they claimed it like, they named it the TikTok murder, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
So we were living in that building at the time. Derek heard the gunshots. Autumn and I had just left and were going to the parking garage when it happened.
Mhm.
Um, and it was terrible. It was a domestic violence situation, and the wife and him were broken up,
I
or the
think
girlfriend.
they were separated, but they had a daughter together, and he had the daughter with him. I think he, like, kept the daughter in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept the daughter in his car, and this kid, she's, like, 2 or 3, I
Oh, I thought
think?
she was like 7.
She may have been,
I
but
thought she was old enough to kinda know a little bit.
she's under the age of 10, that's for sure. She's
Yeah.
like a toddler, basically, and he just, like, kept her in the car in this really sketchy I call it Skid Row because it's, like, a really sketchy area,
Mhm.
and continue.
And then he went up 36 flights of stairs. Did he go up the stairs or up the elevator and down the
Well,
stairs?
he definitely went up the elevator.
You don't think
Eh
he's at some point he was in the stairwell.
Yeah, that's when he was running.
Anyway, and shot his ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, and her friend.
Her
Everyone
boyfriend.
No, they weren't dating, it was just a friend.
Oh, well, maybe.
Well, according to everyone in the documentary I watched, it was just a friend.
I
But
think he was a love interest.
the reason I think he was like a nice guy. The way the documentary portrayed it, he was like a nice guy helping her like out with things.
Because she was, like, in an abusive relationship.
Yeah. She was out of a abusive relationship. She's trying to get out, which is when they say that's when everything bad happens is when you try to leave.
Yeah.
Anyway, so terrible, but that whole situation always makes me second guess opening the door for someone at these buildings.
Yeah, I think about that too, but I'm 5'2". I I have a ring light. I'm, like, clearly just, like, struggling to get in. I'm not here to kill anyone, you
You
know?
just never know,
It's
though.
not like I have a machete with me. I'm just
You never
I'm
know.
just a little influencer just trying to get in the
I
building.
know. I know. So she was probably just being rude, but I'm just saying, like, to be devil's advocate, she might not have hated you. She might have just been thinking this girl's about to kill somebody and film it.
I maybe, maybe. That's a possibility, but I think that I don't know, I think she was just, like, being a bitch. I think I think she was in a bad mood, and she didn't want to be nice. She
Maybe.
wanted to be the because it's like she made an effort to not let me in the building.
I just feel like in today's world, people are a little bit weird. For example, you went to a party this weekend. Do you want to share?
Yeah.
That was $45 to get in to somebody's house, like a house party.
Well, it was my friend Alex, and he's, done a lot of shoots for me, and, he, like, had this whole website for his birthday party, and it was suggested $45. I did look back, and it was suggested $45 Venmo.
Okay, I hate when people say suggested donation or suggested Venmo because it's like, just say you want the money.
Well, I think that is saying that you want the money, but it's like, if you really can't, then it's okay, it's just suggested,
Like, for
but
example, have you ever gone to a concert where it's suggested $20 donation and then you try not to pay them $20? You're not allowed in.
no, that's never happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it does happen.
Well, if it's just suggested, then can't you
That's what I'm
turn down
saying.
the suggestion?
No. Then you
That's
don't go
weird.
in.
I think that's weird.
I think it's like a tax loop or something or a business license loop.
Yeah, because I think at that point, it's like charity or it's, like donations,
Yeah.
and you can't tax donations.
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, so the party.
The party was a lot of fun, and, like, at first, I thought $45, like, wow, like, that's that's just
I just think it's weird because I would never have a party at my house and charge people.
yeah, but so, like, it wasn't at his house, it was at the clubhouse of the apartment complex, which he did have to rent out and pay for.
But still, I don't think I would charge people.
Yeah, I don't know if I would either, but, like, after going to the party, because I did have all of these thoughts too before, but after going to it, seeing the amount of alcohol and the amount of, like, food, like, really, really good food, I was like, "Okay, like, I get it," and it was a really nice, like, clubhouse area, it was a
Should
nice
I have
apartment.
charged people to come to my wedding?
Well,
I had a bunch of alcohol. I had a bunch of food. I had a nice venue.
I think that's different.
Is it?
Number 1, because it's a wedding. Number 2, because it's a destination wedding, so people are already having to, like, buy their flights and
Okay, but
Airbnb.
if it wasn't a destination wedding, I don't think it's any different than what you're describing.
If it's not a destination wedding, then I think there is more, like, moral ground to ask to, like, sell tickets to your wedding.
I would never do it ever, not to a birthday party, to a wedding, anything. I think it's so weird to charge your friends. I think if I didn't have like the money or money was tight and I still wanted to have like a little get together, it's you just say BO, what is it?
BYOB
BYOB.
or BYO food.
Yeah.
Yeah, potluck.
Yeah. So I think it's just so weird that in today's age we're Venmoing to come to the party.
I can kind of understand the whole, like I mean, like, I personally wouldn't do it, but I can understand people who are, like, suggested, 30, $45 if they put a lot of money into it, but it's the people who Venmo request, like, coffee. You know what I mean?
Weird. That's weird too.
Like $6 for coffee or, like, things like that.
Yeah, I'm not that type of friend.
I'm not either. Like, I can get you a coffee. I feel like, friends can get friends coffees.
Yeah, I think it's different if you have like a friend that's always like taking advantage of you, then maybe you might want to rethink that. But also I wouldn't even care if a friend was taking advantage of me for coffee.
Yeah, but
Like for me in the big grand scheme of life, it's they need it more than I do. Or like they need the $6 more than I do.
so I guess it's situational, right? Like with anything, it's situational. But like if like one day I get coffee and the next time you get the coffee, or like I'll get us bottles of water, or I've got the gum, like I think it's just really weird to like charge your friend if you do have that type of relationship where you're both like,
Well, I know you had a friend charge you for Thanksgiving dinner.
yeah, that was odd.
I just think our relationships in general are getting very transactional.
Yes, I agree, and I don't like that.
It's like, how are we supposed to build community when we're just like tit for tatting?
Exactly, like, making sure that, like, we're all, like, perfectly, like, squared away, like, neither one of us has given more than the other, you know? And I'm not the type to, like, go get coffee and expect you to pay for it, and then I never think about, like, paying you back or anything like that. Like, I'm not the type to, like, take advantage, but
To me, it's so ingrained in me. I don't think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, you get coffee. And then like subconsciously somewhere I store it in my brain the next time we go get coffee, it's my turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not even like a thought that really crosses my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe we're the oddballs.
Maybe we are. It seems like we are now because like all of these newbie friends that I'm like coming across and meeting, like they seem very transactional, very like,
Weird.
tit for tat. And I'm a Libra, I believe in like being balanced and even, but like I'll buy her coffee. I don't care.
Right? Tell us about the drama at the party. I've already heard the story, but it's a good story.
So, okay, where do I start? So at the party, um, there's a lot of people there, and it's like mainly girls. I would say there's like 5 guys there, and the rest are all girls. It's
Wait,
like,
hold on. Can you tell us the dress code?
oh yes, okay. So for the dress code in the website, it said that this is like a formal, like it's like formal, like dress nice. You want to dress like you're going to like a wedding or something. It's
Well, on the invitation it said slutty formal.
Yeah, it was like slutty, or it was formal, and then in parentheses, it was like slutty formal is appreciated.
I just get the ick from that.
Yeah,
That's so gross.
I know, and I did not dress slutty
Am
for
I
I
a
wore my
prude?
I don't think so, but I mean, like, it's his birthday, so, like
That makes me not want to dress slutty for a man's birthday.
yeah, and I didn't.
Good. I
I
think it's
didn't
weird.
yeah, I didn't want to.
This is why I'm not friends with men.
Yeah.
This is the perfect example of why I'm not friends with men.
I mean, I think I only have one guy friend. Alex is, like, my only well, no, there's Michael too, the artist, but I have very few guy friends. Um, but I did not
I don't have
dress.
any.
I didn't wanna dress. I wore my princess dress, my pink flowy.
Cute.
Yeah. It was formal, it was cute.
Okay, tell us the drama.
Okay, so at the party, there's like 40 people there, mainly women, and, I'm sitting down eating, and we're all talking, and I make really good connections with this one girl that I'm sitting beside, and she is there with her husband, who also happens to be a photographer that's friends with Alex. They also live in the complex too.
Okay, another ick of mine. Male photographers that take pictures of women as like a hobby. I just find them really gross.
Most of them are very gross.
Yes, I don't like them at all. I think they're all weirdos, all with a little apostrophe, maybe one or two out in the world or not. But I just find it so icky.
They're creepy. They're creeps. They are.
Unless it's like, I don't know. I've worked with male photographers I have liked, but they're like very professional doing like like real modeling photo shoots, not like, well, how naked can you get? How naked do you feel comfortable getting for this photo?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
they're so gross. Like, ugh, I don't like male photographers. Like I can count more that I don't like than I do like.
Me too. And I've worked with several creepy male photographers that I will never talk to again. That's why, like, the couple that I do have that I feel comfortable with, I want to stay friends with them
Yeah.
because they were actually like professional, like Frank.
Yeah, he was a good one. I did like him. I felt comfortable with him.
Yeah, Frank was really good.
But I think this is like a little side note for any women that want to get into modeling or are in modeling. Like,
Try to
if,
choose female photographers.
but if you're working with a man and they say anything about taking off any piece of clothes, just say no.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're like, oh, it would be better. No. No.
Yeah.
Ugh, God, I hate men. Anyway, keep going.
So she's there with her husband, and I'm not going to use any names. And there's this other girl that's there too. She has this curly hair. That's like how I like name her, like the one with the curly hair. and she is beautiful. Like, she really is stunning. So, later in the party, when we're both very drunk, like me and the other girl, we're very, very drunk, and so, we're talking a lot and we're, like, getting more personal with each other, and then she, like, pulls me aside and she's like, do you see the girl do you know the girl with the curly hair?" Well, my husband, like, did a photo shoot with her and, like, a few other people, and she was totally hitting on him. She was, like, trying to like, she was definitely, like, coming on to him, and the husband came back and told my friend that, she was hitting on him, but this woman is, like, curly hair. Really she really is very beautiful, and my friend was saying, like, she feels kind of, she feels, like, insecure, I guess, for lack of better words. She feels, like, intimidated by this girl because she is so pretty, and she's a doctor. She has her doctorates, and she also happens to be exactly her husband's type.
Okay, this is another thing I think is so weird. Like, why are you not your husband's type? Like, your husband should be obsessed with you.
But I mean, I think people fall in love, you know? And like that doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't think that his wife is beautiful. I'm sure he does.
I don't know. See, that's something that I'm very passionate about. I think your husband should be obsessed with you. I think you should be his dream girl, and that's how you're going to have the happiest marriage. And you're not like, you still might feel insecure about things, of course. I feel like it's a very normal human emotion. I think to get through life, it would be a lot easier if you were your husband's dream girl.
I mean, I agree. Like, of course, ideally, like you would be your husband's dream girl and vice versa. But I don't know. I think
I think
like
it's more important that the man is obsessed with the woman. I feel like a woman might not necessarily end up with their dream guy physically because we're more like emotional creatures. We're more loyal, I feel like, naturally.
and our desires like change a lot with our hormones. Like the
Yeah.
type of man that we desire, I think changes.
I feel like what's really important is that you marry someone who's completely obsessed with you. You are his dream girl. Do not settle, ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, I also like for my man to be absolutely obsessed with me.
Yeah. Like that song, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I
I love
love
that
that.
song.
I know, me too. I'm obsessed with it right now.
And so I'm like, she's telling me this, and I'm looking at him, and I do see him like kind of like looking at her, like glancing at her. And she sees it too, obviously. And so she goes up to her husband and she's like, "Hey, like stop that. Stop looking at her." And he's like, "Okay, sorry, sorry." Like it's like all out in the open. Like he's aware that that's totally his type and that he's looking and she's like she seems okay with it. Like she said if there was a really hot guy here that I was super attracted to, then I would totally be like looking at him too. I'd be checking him out, like, not flirting or anything, but, like, you would look, which is, like that's so right, like, you're gonna if you see a hot guy or someone that you're attracted to, like, you're gonna look at him. That doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be with them, but you're gonna look.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna look at all kinds of people, and there's nothing wrong with acknowledging like beautiful people, like whether your husband does or your wife does. I think it's like more to the story of like that they've worked together, that he's like she knows that this woman is completely his type.
Yeah.
Like, there's just more to the story that's making it like, why does he keep, like, looking over at her, like, being drawn to her to go talk to her? I
Mhm.
don't think that's appropriate.
Well, I think she was, like, talking to him.
And I mean, she should. She has every right to. It's not very girl's girl of her, but, like, at the end of the day,
No, 'cause she
She has no
knows.
loyalty to that girl.
But you don't wanna be a home wrecker, like, you especially if the girl is there, like, if the guy's wife is there and you're, like, talking to this guy and I don't
It's
know.
probably because she did not feel anything towards him, because I feel like if she was, like, into him in any sort of way, she wouldn't have been, like, so eager to talk to him.
No, because she totally was flirting with him, like, she was, like she
Was she
was
like that with
into
every
him.
guy, though?
I don't know, I mean, I wasn't, like, looking at her the whole time.
I feel like I don't have a problem with the beautiful girl. I have a problem with this man, and I feel like if he knows his wife is uncomfortable with him talking to this person, then he should stop. Then he should just, like, end the conversation. Go to your wife.
And I don't I think maybe he did. I think he did.
I think you know. If you're married to somebody, you know when your wife is uncomfortable, just like you know when your husband is uncomfortable.
Yeah, but, like, I think he knew that she was uncomfortable, and, like, I think he didn't make an effort to go and talk to her, like, I think he was being nice, and he was, like, talking back to her when she came up and spoke to him, but I don't think he was, like, going out of his way to, like, hang out with her.
So, what was your read? Was it just totally like this beautiful girl's fault, like coming in and wrecking the home, or like how was the vibe? You were there.
I don't know, I think it was just an awkward situation, I think that she learned that he has a wife, and the wife happened to be there, I think this was the first time that they had met each other, and
Okay, pause. Everyone should know. Like, I don't understand how she didn't know he had a wife before.
no, she did.
Oh wait, she did know he had a wife before. He had a wife before.
Yeah, he told her.
But this was her first time meeting the wife.
Right,
Okay, gotcha.
because the wife wasn't there when they were doing the photo shoot.
Okay, got you.
So, later on at the party, the curly-haired girl, she comes up to me and she was like, "Hey, I noticed that you're really connecting with, I'm gonna call her the blonde girl because I'm not gonna use names, but I noticed you're really connecting with the blonde girl, like, do you guys know each other?" And I was like, "No, we just met at the party." And she was like, "It's really great that you guys are connecting," so which I thought was kind of a weird thing to say. I mean, we were talking a lot, but I was just like, I don't think I would notice that if, like, 2 other girls were, like, talking to each other a lot and, like, really vibing and connecting, like,
Well, were you being loud and fun? Because that makes sense.
I don't think we were being loud and fun. I mean, we were
Oh.
just talking to each other, you know?
Yeah, but you could be loud and fun and just talking to each other.
Yeah, but we like, everybody was loud, like, it was
Um,
really loud there, everybody was talking. So, I don't think that we didn't stick out at all.
okay.
So, I thought it was weird that she was like, "Do you guys know each other?" And, "Oh, wow, it's so great that you guys are connecting so much," and then she said something after that, but I was borderline blackout drunk, and I can't remember what else was said, and it didn't even, like, click in my head that that was kind of odd until, like, way later, until the next day.
Hmm.
But I think she was trying to, like, get the details, like, "Hey, does this girl hate me? Like, does the blonde girl, like, did
You
she?"
didn't ask?
No, I didn't. I
Oh my
was
god,
thrown,
I'm glad I
and
wasn't there.
I was taken aback by her saying, like, "Do you guys know each other? Like, it's so great that you guys are getting along so well." Like, I don't know, I was like, "Oh, that's odd." Like,
You
"Yeah, it is really great. She's a really cool person," and I was talking with other girls too, and I just thought that was kind of weird, and what do I say to that?
hmm.
But I didn't really, like, think about it until the next day.
I really wonder what's gonna happen with the rest of that situation.
I don't know. I'm gonna text the girl 'cause, we swapped numbers and she texted me. I haven't texted her back yet.
That's Autumn's fatal flaw. She hates texting back.
It's not that I hate texting back, for some reason, there's just, like, so much pressure around it that it makes it way more difficult than it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know why I do that.
I don't know why either.
But, like, Alex, like, he messaged me about the party, like, inviting me to the party a month before the party, and I waited until the day before to respond.
Okay, but I feel like that's valid because it's like I don't know how I'm gonna feel a month in advance to go to a party.
Yeah,
Like at least like the week of. I really don't like making plans until like the day before, honestly.
I know, but I will say that I think if you do make plans in advance, you can, like, prepare for it, like, "Okay, Saturday, I know that I'm gonna be going out and doing this activity." And so you, like, mentally prepare yourself, you know?
I don't know. I'm a last minute person.
I know, I'm a spontaneous person too, but I'm trying to be more organized and structured, balanced with the spontaneity.
That's good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, I just hope things work out with this, like, I hope this whole thing gets resolved. But I don't know, it was just weird that she was, like, trying to get the details later on, like, I wish I could remember what she said afterwards.
I feel like that's imperative. That's the missing piece of this puzzle.
It's the missing piece, and I know it's somewhere in my memory, but I cannot access it. I was too drunk.
We're never gonna know.
We will never know. I will say that the next day, even though I had gotten, like, blackout drunk, like, I haven't drank this much since college, and I'm 30 now, so I was expecting to be, like, completely disabled the day after, but I actually felt amazing afterwards. I felt so good the next day.
You didn't get your anxiety?
I didn't get anxiety. I, like, went to sleep right away.
That's pretty crazy.
It is,
I wonder
yeah,
why.
because I always get anxiety when I drink, and I did have a little bit, but it didn't keep me from sleeping like it always does.
Maybe because you were like home with William.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that could have been it.
Yeah.
But I felt so good the next day, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the supplements that I'm taking.
Did you go to the gym?
I did not go to the gym, but I did a lot. I was very productive that day.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was productive, but yeah, the supplements I'm taking, I'm really digging them. I'm really into my routine, and I will share with you. It's creatine and then MitoPure, which is pretty expensive, but in my opinion, so worth it. And then NAD. I really like the NAD I'm taking.
You know what I think is interesting is in with supplements, they don't have to put side effects like they do with pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks there's no side effects to supplements, but there totally
Oh, there
is.
totally is, yeah.
So
And, like, some of them can be even dangerous, like iron. You should not be taking iron if you're not iron deficient.
I feel like everything has to be in moderation because you can overdose on anything. You can overdose on caffeine.
On water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wild.
Pretty crazy, but, yeah, I think it's just about balance, not going to extremes with things.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not drinking creatine, if you're a girl and you're not drinking creatine, you need to be drinking creatine. It's not just for men, it's not for meatheads. Well, I mean, it is, but not only. It helps your brain so much, like even more than your muscles, I think. It has completely gotten rid of my brain fog.
I think you should definitely do your own research, educate yourself.
Yeah, but creatine. You need to be taking creatine. Creatine monohydrate. It's cheap. It's good for everyone, especially if you're like postmenopause. It's like even more beneficial for those women. But it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. So look into it. So that's what's been going on in my life. Um, have been working on a few projects with moss. I'm really into moss lately. I'm putting moss like all around my house, making moss art, putting it on my kitchen shelves, and I'm really loving it. And yeah, that's kind of like all that's been going on with me lately. What about you? How's your life in the past 2 weeks?
That's such a big question. I feel like for me, I have just wanted to fall back in love with life. I think I've had like a little bit of not a crisis or anything, but it's weird. Like after you get married, you're almost like, what's next? Especially if you're not going to have kids or ready for kids just yet. And I see why people have kids after they get married because it kind of is like you do all this planning for the wedding and then it's nothing. Like
Yeah.
all that energy that was going towards something is now just there. And it almost like makes you a little bit anxious.
Oh,
And like, so I understand why but why people have kids right after they get married. It makes so much sense to me now.
yeah.
Um, but just like sitting with that, it's like, what do I want going forward? And I think it really is just to fall back in love with life. So that's what I've been working on. It's just like small things that bring me happiness, which is hard because I have a lot of guilt over that. I feel like that's something that I deal with because there's so many terrible things going on, like in the world, in the United States, even in my like small circle of people. Um, it's like hard to give yourself those little like outs. I don't know if you ever feel that way.
So, what exactly do you feel guilty about?
Just enjoying my life.
Like being happy?
Um, I guess you can say like being happy or just like, yeah, I guess enjoying like the small moments of life I feel guilty about.
I don't think there's anything to feel guilty about giving yourself permission to be happy with your life, like be happy enjoying your life.
But I think it's normal. Like if you, because I think it is important to stay informed and I'm not going to trade that for anything. I like to have that knowledge and be informed. Um, and I feel like it's just overwhelming and it's hard not to feel guilty when terrible things are going on in our world or to people we love too.
But do you know that terrible things have always been going on in the world? Like since day one, day zero, bad things have been happening in the world. But so do you think that no one should be happy?
It's not that I don't think people should be happy. I think people should be happy, but I guess I just carry a lot of weight on my shoulders, you know. In so many ways I am a caregiver to people and I don't know, it's hard. I feel like when you have the personality I have, it's hard to like separate that from your day to day and not feel like overwhelmed by it or like what can I do even though I try to do what I can do. It just never feels like enough, which I feel like is most women, even if it's just like within like their own lives, for example, like a mom taking care of their kids.
Mhm.
Like I'm sure it's just so overwhelming to do that. And they have guilt. So I think it's normal that like as women, it's almost like
Never enough.
it's almost like ingrained in us to feel guilty when we're just more focused on ourselves.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that it is deeply ingrained for women to feel shame and guilt about even just being a woman.
Mhm.
But I feel like it's so important to break that cycle. And I think for you, it's your empathy that really takes over and kind of prevents you from um, knowing all the suffering that's happening and also allowing yourself to be happy with your life and the lack of suffering.
Yeah, and it's like it almost feels like never enough. Like you do all these things, but it's never enough. And I think the last like 2 weeks I've just kind of been like letting that go and putting more focus in myself, which has always been the hardest thing I've ever done is like focus on myself because I'm always like taking care of everyone in my life, it feels like. Um, and so I've really just been enjoying like my 2 days a week going to yoga box class, which I should be going more, honestly, at this point. But just like those small moments, or like on Sunday, Derek and I went to the beach and we just went for like an hour and just swam in the ocean, which, oh, if you guys live in San Diego, you know, it's like the perfect time right now to go to the beach because the water is finally warm. It's clear. Like, this is when summer begins for us locals.
Yeah, in August.
Like, when all the like tourists go back and wherever they come from and the kids go back to school, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And it was just so beautiful, like swimming in the ocean and the moon peeked out, which was crazy because it was like the middle of the daytime. But have you noticed lately the moon's just like out all the time?
I have, and there's a reason for that, and my husband, he would so like to explain that to you, but so, like, the moon being out is also playing a really big part into why there's so many earthquakes everywhere right now.
How?
My husband,
What a cliffhanger.
I know, he could really dive into it, but basically, we are in line with, I think Jupiter and Saturn, or maybe a different planet, I don't know, 2 planets. And then on the other side of us is the moon, or maybe it's the sun, I don't know. But because of where they're at, they're basically like pulling the earth apart, which is making the tectonic plates shift, which
Mm-hmm.
is causing the earthquakes.
Like there's more like what magnetic tension or something.
Yeah, something like that. He throws a lot of terms at me, and I'll have to have
I'm
him
so
explain it to
curious. I
you.
wonder what it means for a zodiac sign too, because I think we're in retrograde.
I feel like we're always in
Because
retrograde.
we are always in
Why
retrograde.
are we always like
Wait, let me check.
what is the opposite of retrograde? And when are we gonna get to that part?
Okay, wait, this makes perfect sense. We're out of retrograde. So I think that's why I've been like more inclined to fall back in love with life and like do these little things.
Like allowing yourself to without feeling guilty about it?
Yeah. Ugh. I'm deeply affected by the planets. Are you?
Absolutely.
I totally am. I think some people are more and some people are less, but one thing, I'm connected to the planets. Another thing, these damn ghosts, so connected. Derek and I were watching, well, we thought it was a documentary. It was really good. You guys should watch it. But I don't really want to tell you the name because I feel like I'm going to spoil it right now. Anyway,
What is it?
we were watching this, what we thought was a documentary, and it's still unclear if it was a documentary or a movie. And this couple goes and stays in a haunted place. And Derek asked me, he's like, would you ever do that? Like intentionally stay in a haunted place? And I'm like, hell no. Like I would get possessed. Like I am just so in tune and aligned with the spirits. Like I'm easily affected by them. I know what's going on. I want to stay away from them because I know I'd be the one getting possessed.
Julia, that is so not true.
What?
That is so not true
I
because
think you're lying right now.
you're lying right now. Because
I am like,
do you remember when we stayed in that haunted hotel room? And whether it was haunted or not, I don't know, but there were spirits there. Maybe they were there because you were there. I don't know, but we were there and this place felt super haunted. This hotel room on PB
on
and
PB.
in PB. And you were like, Autumn, we've got to go back there. We should stay in that room again. We've got to go back. Like, how many times have you said we should go back? It was so haunted, we didn't even stay. We had to leave that night.
Yeah, and I was for leaving that night. I guess I don't think there were bad ghosts.
There were a lot of flies. And do you remember that giant fly on the TV? Well,
yeah.
like there was already like a ton of flies in the room.
And
Like
the lights, didn't the lights keep turning on and off, or the fan kept turning on and on?
both.
On
Yeah.
and on, on and off.
Yeah, the fan, the lights, both.
I guess I just want to go back to see if it would happen again.
Exactly.
But I don't think I would go back to this, where this documentary or movie, I don't know what it was filmed, if it was even true.
Well, what was it?
So it was basically this documentary style, but it like so many things happened that I think it was a movie, but he claimed it was a documentary. You know those movies that people do where they're like, oh, this is a documentary, and they're like holding it and they're filming it like it's a documentary.
It's like a movie about a documentary.
No, it's like a movie, but they film it like a documentary to make you think it's a documentary.
It's a film.
But it doesn't come across, it even says documentary.
Then yeah, it was a documentary.
But there's no way this, like, so many stuff happened and he got it on footage. There's no way this is a documentary.
Were there actors?
No, they're like people I've never seen before. Anyway, you have to watch it. Let me know if you think it's a movie or a documentary.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it. I don't know. But like where was it? What happened?
The haunted house was in Pennsylvania. And it's like an old house where they have a well in the basement. So in like the 1930s, this woman lived in the house with her husband, and she was like known to be like a little crazy. I guess I should look this up and see if it really happened, because that would help me determine if this is a movie or a documentary. But she, like, the kids in the neighborhood started to go missing. And it was like her putting the kids in the well and drowning them in the well. And so then the house is really haunted, but also the owner's parents both died in the house. So I don't know. And then the movie just gets crazy, but I would not stay there. I don't think.
No. Because children, I feel like ghosts and spirits, that's one thing, but when those spirits are children, I don't know why that makes it so much scarier, but it's so scary.
Yeah, I don't even fuck with like scary ghost movies, because like all that's real. It's 100% real.
That's also not true, because you made me watch the movie Hereditary over and over.
That was not me.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. That movie's the scariest fucking movie ever.
Yeah,
Who did we watch that with?
I can't remember. Kayla?
No, I think
Veronica.
No, I think it was Veronica.
Was it Veronica?
Yeah, because she was there first half of the trip.
Okay, yeah.
And I think also a cute boy I was seeing at the time.
One of the many.
One of the many. I can't even remember his name. But I think that's why I wanted to watch it, because it's like cute to watch a scary movie with a boy.
Yeah, if you have a boy there. When you don't, it's just, and I couldn't finish it. I didn't want to finish it.
I don't like that movie at all. I will never watch it again. I watched it too many times.
I know.
I think you were the one that wanted to put it on, now that I'm really thinking about it.
No.
It doesn't sound like me.
I am never the one to want to watch I hate scary movies, especially when it's about like spiritual stuff, because you just like killers that are like regular people. Like, yeah, there's murderers out there, but there are ways that you can like protect yourself. With spirits, there's not shit you can do.
Yeah.
So it's like way more scary to me. I would never be the one to volunteer Hereditary.
I feel like it wasn't me either, but it could have been.
It definitely was.
Who knows?
I do.
You swear. Okay.
What's the movie called? Like, how can we watch the movie if you're not going to tell us the name?
I don't know the name. I'll have to look it up after this.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I'll put it in like the show notes or something.
Yeah.
And then you guys, hopefully by then I will have figured out if it's real or fake.
Yeah. Maybe you can like put like a little comment.
But maybe it would be more fun if you guys told me what you think.
Yeah.
Because like towards the end, I'm like, oh, this is totally a movie. But then I'm like, what if? Because the beginning, it totally comes off like a documentary.
Well, I mean, that's like not the Salem Witch Trials, but the
Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project.
No, this is like different though. But like the same, maybe. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie, so I just know about it. Yeah, I hate scary movies. I have to watch like a happy movie afterwards, or like a shit ton of TikToks.
Or The Office. Yeah, me too.
To leave you in a happy place, I think.
Wait, that's it? We're done?
Yeah, I think it's been like an hour. How long has it been? Do you have more stuff to talk about?
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, I forgot I was telling Autumn this, and this pulls back into the beginning of what I was talking about. But I really do worry that the best part of my life is over. And it was that road trip that we took when we were, what, 25, 26? Because
Yeah.
that was I was watching old videos and they like popped up like the memories.
Yeah.
And they are so fucking funny, these videos. The chicken juice, like I literally have that on
Oh
video.
my god, I have to see.
Yeah, and I was not rubbing it all over myself
Yeah, well, how could you record that if you were rubbing it all over
because I
yourself?
was taking a video of us eating. I literally have it on video.
Do you have the video of us finishing and cleaning up?
Yeah.
Because that's when you did it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, and I was just like, is that literally gonna be the best time of my life? Not that I don't like love Derek and like everything's great with Derek because he is like literally my best friend. But there's something about like girl trips that I feel like will never be the same because we're all married and everyone's always just trying to get back to their husband
Yeah.
or won't even go because they think about their husband too much.
I actually talked to my husband about taking a road trip,
What did he
and
say?
he said that as long as you're safe, and he's really concerned about my safety, but he's for it. So I think we're gonna do it.
That's what Autumn says now on the podcast, but I am so curious. I want to go on a little road trip with Autumn to Sedona for her 31st birthday,
Mhm.
or we could go to Vegas and then go to Zion.
Yeah.
Both are kind of like the same amount of time. I feel like if we just did Sedona, that would be closer, or if we just did Vegas, that would be closer than Sedona. But totally different vibes.
Yeah, different vibes, but, like, if we went to Zion too, then I mean, that's kinda the same vibe as Sedona.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit I think it's like 8 hours total driving, cause like 6 to Vegas and then another 2 to Zion.
But I think it would be so worth it because you remember going to Zion, like, I think that was my favorite part of the road trip. Zion was absolutely incredible.
Zion was, like, breathtaking. It was like going into that park, it's like going into Disneyland. Like, it's so beautiful, it looks fake, it looks, like, manufactured.
Yeah, it's like you think you know how beautiful nature can be until you go to somewhere like Zion, and then you realize that you never had any idea of how beautiful nature could be.
Yeah, or I loved, Yellowstone. I really wanna go to Yellowstone again.
I hardly remember Yellowstone. Wasn't it just, like, mountains and, like, hiking
Well,
and
by the time we got to Yellowstone, it was, like, snowy. Was starting to get, like, rainy and snowy, so you couldn't really see a lot of it. We're back. Our camera died. What else is new?
Oh, you were talking about Yellowstone.
Yeah, Yellowstone was beautiful. I love it. I wanna do it again.
We couldn't see it.
It's because I think we need to go, like, more during summer. Because we went, like, during fall, the beginning of fall.
Yeah.
So I think for Yellowstone, we have to do, like, summer or else it's just gonna be, like, rainy and cold.
Yeah.
That was another really cool thing about that road trip is like we started in 100-degree weather and then ended up to where it was like snowing at night.
Yeah.
Like it was like a 9-day trip.
That that was really cool to, like, experience, like, different seasons, like, going across the country and, like,
Yeah.
just different environments, different climates.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I really hope we do a road trip for your birthday. It's like a birthday present to me too.
We're going to.
And I think the reason why I like road trips better is because of my flight anxiety.
I
It's
know
so
that.
bad.
That's why we took the train back.
But you have it too a little.
What, flight anxiety?
Yeah.
Still though, like, even going to my mom's for Thanksgiving, like, we could road trip and bring the dog, but we're not. That's 15 hours. It's a 15-hour drive. I am absolutely flying instead.
So you decided to fly to Colorado?
Yeah, we're not driving 15
What are
hours.
you gonna do with Sawyer?
Because, like, there's a lot of people who, like, don't necessarily have family around them and they don't, like, have things to do for Thanksgiving. So, and, they like to work then anyways, the pet sitters, because they can charge higher rates. So I think I'm going to try to find a pet sitter.
I always tell Autumn this. I wish it was like a little bit easier. She could just come stay here for like a week.
I know.
But being in the city, she doesn't really like the city, does she?
No, she's an anxious dog, especially when she's around anxious energy, which I have and you definitely have. She'd be like
Yeah.
anxious riddled.
Poor girl.
Yeah. So we can either do Sedona and maybe the Grand Canyon or Vegas and Zion, but I'm curious if there's like anywhere else you guys are suggesting we take a road trip to.
Yeah, it has to be, I think for Autumn's sake, we have to be able to get there in a day. Right? What did you say?
Yeah, a day or two.
I think Autumn would be much happier if we got there like 8 hours of driving.
I think a day or two. And we're in
You
San
think?
Diego, California right now, but maybe Mexico.
We could do Mexico. I'm scared to drive in Mexico.
I don't know if my husband would even let me do that because of the danger.
I feel like there's a lot going on right now. I don't know if I would go to Mexico.
Yeah, especially with us not speaking fluent Spanish.
I think that's a bad idea.
Okay, so maybe not Mexico, although that would be really cool. But I am curious if you guys have any like suggestions of where we should go for my birthday.
Yeah, we could go Northern California, any of the surrounding states, I feel like.
Yeah, Washington is very beautiful.
Washington would be like a couple day drive, like 3 days, I think.
Oh, really?
Right?
I don't know.
California is just so long when you go up.
It's 12 hours, yeah.
So, and then we'd have to go through Oregon and then Washington. Yeah, I think it would be a couple days.
I thought Washington was above Oregon.
No, it goes Oregon and then Washington.
Oh.
Let me just make sure. Because Seattle borders Canada, doesn't it? And that's at the top of Washington.
Oh, it does.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember my sister, she lives there, and I've always just like wondered why she's never gone to Amsterdam.
Oh, it's like not as close as you think, but yeah. Amsterdam.
Or
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
We could go visit your sister.
We could go to Vancouver. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go. Yeah.
I want to go to Canada.
Do you have your passport?
No.
We can visit T.
We could get my passport.
You should get your passport.
I know I should. I am so bad.
I know. You need to be an adult. You have to do adult things.
I got my real ID. I feel like that was a lot.
Isn't that all you need? Do you need a passport?
I think now you need a passport because of everything that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like fighting with, because like before you used to be able to go to Mexico with your birth certificate, and now I think
Wait, you had to take your birth certificate?
That's all you needed.
Your birth certificate?
Yeah. Or like just your ID.
Okay. Yeah.
Like we used to be able to go to Mexico no problem.
Yeah.
And now I don't think I would go down there without a passport.
Yeah, it's different now for sure.
Anyway, yes, let us know. I'm so excited.
Somewhere
I hope it happens. Let's see if this makes it out of the group chat.
Yeah.
You're a part of our group chat now.
Right. Yeah, let's make it happen.
Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like we should address this, a little bit of housekeeping at the end, but we have switched to uploading bi-weekly, so every other week. Is that bi-weekly?
Yeah, but every other week, that'll make us more consistent.
And we'll have like more interesting stuff to talk about too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Autumn and I are kind of boring. Not a lot happens in a week.
Yeah, I mean, we work, we see each other a lot, so I feel like we talk constantly, but since we're like constantly talking and seeing each other, it's hard to like think of what we can talk about for the podcast.
I think we just need to live more, and then maybe we'll go back to once a week.
100%.
And I learn how to be faster at editing.
Yeah, agreed.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you sometime.
All right, bye.
Bye.